Moving ahead, there are some more useful alignment tools for your shape. First one is align to artboard. By using this, you can align your shapes to the artboard. But the next ones are better, like horizontal align. It will bring your shape at the center of the artboard horizontally. Next one is vertical align center. This will align the shape vertically at the center of the artboard. Now our shape is exactly at the center of the artboard. Now to move your shape, you can use the center dot. If you look closely, when you move your cursor at the center dot, the cursor icon changes. You just have to click and drag from the center dot and can move your shape anywhere in the artboard freely. While moving, you will see a magenta color text indicating the center of the artboard. These magenta color lines and information are known as smart guides. You can use them to make your work faster, especially alignment or transform work. Generally, the smart guides are owned by default. But if you are not able to get the smart guides, you can easily activate it. Just go to View tab and in the list, you will find the smart guide option. Just select it to activate. You can also use keyboard shortcut Ctrl+U to activate it quickly. There are some more options like shape and transform tools. I will explain them in this video only, wait for it. But first, let me show you some tricks of shape editing. If you go closer to the shape, you will see 4 circles at 4 corners of the square. If you zoom in, they will become smaller and smaller. And if you zoom out, they will become bigger and visible. When you hover your mouse on that circle, the cursor will change with a radius icon. If you click and drag one circle, you will see all corners of the rectangle are getting rounded automatically. You can also see the radius of the corners changing dynamically at all 4 corners. But what if you don't want radius at all 4 corners and want to change radius at one specific corner? For that, just right click the circle at one corner first, then again click and drag to change the radius at just one corner. When it reaches to maximum radius, it will show a darker line. Let's put the square to default and try something else. Let's say this time you only want radius on 2 opposite corners. For that, click on one corner circle first and then hold Shift key and select the other corner. Now, when you click and drag from any one of the selected circles from any of the 2 corners, it gives radius to only those 2 corners. Same way you can do it for other corners. Try it yourself this time. You can also create precise shapes with specific dimensions and can even control the corner radius. When your shape is selected, go to the top options. You will find a shape properties option. Click it to open. This gives you various parameters by which you control the dimensions of your shape. Because our shape is a square, the dimensions are linked, which means if I change the width to 100, the height will also become 100 automatically. It follows the same proportion of dimensions as previous. You can see in the properties, the height and width are in the same proportion. You can also use rotation option to give precise rotation to your shape. You can use the given predefined angle, or you can also type your own angle there. Next 4 options control the 4 corners of the square shape. They define the radius at each corner. The icons represent which corner radius will be controlled by them. It gives you more options to change the profile of the corners, like rounded corners or inverted round corners or chamfer corners. You can suit yourself in that. I will go for rounded. Now, as all corner radius are linked, the dimensions will remain same for all corners. Even if you change any one corner, all corner radius will change in the same proportion. For example, if I change the corner radius as 20 millimeters, all 4 corners will get round with 20 millimeters radius. But what if you want to change only one corner, as we did previously by using the corner circle? Select the shape and go back to shape properties. Change the corner radius to 0 again. Now go back to shape properties while your shape is selected. This time unlink the values of corner radius so that all values can be changed individually without affecting each other. Now I will change the radius of bottom left corner only. Let's change it to 10 millimeters and top right corner to 20 millimeters. You can see the change in the shape. Both the corners are independent from each other and have different radius now. You can keep playing with different values here till you get some interesting shape or the shape which you were aiming for. Now go back to shape properties and change everything to default values and link the values again. Below there are two checkboxes which also comes handy. One is scale corners and other is scale strokes and effects. Let me demonstrate you how these two options works and what are their advantages. First, I will show you what happens if we don't use these options. I will give radius around 15 millimeters for the corners, and I will double the size of the shape from 100 millimeters to 200 millimeters. The shape size is increased, but the corner radius and the thickness of the stroke remains the same. But what if you want both of them to scale in the same proportion as width and height? In that case, these two checkboxes come in handy. They will scale the corners, strokes, and effects as well if there are any in the shape. Let me show you one more time. I will change the width and height to 200 millimeters. And this time you will see the corner radius and the stroke also gets scaled up in the same proportion. If I go to stroke option, you will see it got changed from 2 to 4 automatically. As the size of the square was doubled, the stroke also got doubled. Same way, the radius of the rounded corners also got doubled from 15 to 30 millimeters. There is one more option which helps in transforming the shapes in many ways. Select the shape and go to transform option at the top. From here also you can control various aspects like position of the shape in the artboard by editing the X and Y coordinates. You can also edit the width and height of the shape from here. It also gives the control over the rotation of the shape. This one option is different, which was not available in shape properties. Shear option. By this, you can create your square shape into parallelogram. You have to choose any angle from the list, or you can type your specific angle as well. I will use 10 degrees. And you will see the square shape is changed to a parallelogram. And by using the X and Y values, you can change the positions of the shape in the artboard. This option also contains checkboxes of scale corners and scale strokes and effects. And they work in the same way as they did in the shape properties. There is one more way by which you can access the properties of your shape. It is by using the Properties tab in your side panel. Select the shape and move to your side panel and go to Properties tab. Here also you will find all options which we have already covered from the top. It has Transform tool here as well, where you can control similar aspects. Then we have Appearance tool, where you can control the fill, stroke and opacity. Then we have alignment tools, same as we used from the top options bar previously. And there are some quick actions options, which I will cover gradually during the course with the help of exercises. These are some important tools to modify your shapes in many ways. In the next lesson, we will use all these things and create an abstract pattern by just using the basic shapes. So stay tuned and keep practicing.